Nancy tried to lie and make it seem, well, she told half-truths. It wasn't all a lie, because I did say those things. I did call her pathetic, and I did say that if something were to happen, that it would be on her and others who kept, coming in to save somebody's ass every time that they, threaten someone. I was you probably got, I don't know which part you came in at me yelling. I was yelling at one point when I was taking her out, because what she was trying to do, and this is what pissed me off, what she was trying to do, because we talked about it before, mine and her friendship kind of started off after she said, "Fuck you, bougie." And so that's what she was trying to do. She said, "Hey, bougie." And so that's why I got loud, because I didn't want her to be able, I know she still said it, but I didn't want her to be able to have that power that she thought that she had over me. So I was trying to take that away from her being able to yell it back, because we know who told her to say it. We know what's going on at this point. So, come on. Let's be realistic here. Me and Nancy aren't cool anymore. Nancy decided that her and Chauvin needed closure. So she was getting her closure with Chauvin, and that's where she's at. That's where she's at. And once she went over there, they started using it as a... Jenn tried to, talk Nancy into doing all these things against me. And I'm like, bro, if anybody knows who Nancy is the type of person to say, don't nobody tell me what the fuck to do. I sure as fuck wasn't telling her what to do and what not to do. And I was not telling her to ask me permission for a fucking thing. I don't expect anybody to ask me permission for shit. My wife doesn't ask me permission for shit, and I don't ask permission from her. So why the fuck would I expect anybody else to ask me permission? I expect you to let me know that you are now in communication with someone who is actively and loudly stating that they are coming to do something against me. Has actively fucking threatened my life, and has actively fucking went on live and said that they were going to stalk my wife. So yeah, I would appreciate a heads up of, hey, I'm talking to someone who literally wanted you dead. Harry, are you allowed to talk to Queen? No. You have to give $5. You have to pay your dues. Is Queen in here? I haven't even seen her in here. What up, Harry? How you doing? What's up, Red Rock? How you doing? So, I want to talk about Beth, and I want to talk about the dog. Okay? Because we talked about this when it first was going to happen. Right? When she first decided that she was going to adopt a dog. And this was her soul dog. And she was saving this dog because the dog kennel incident. I haven't got permission to speak on let me think of how I'm going to word this. I spoke to the person who was abused by Beth and Chris. Had full-on conversations with that person. Bailey was on the phone with me when that happened. I did not actively seek that out. They actively seeked me out and told me what actually happened, which in my opinion, I will just say, is much worse than what I thought it was when I told the story. But I don't have permission to do it, and so I'm not gonna do that. But so no, I'm not gonna tell that story. However, you know, the dog that she adopted, Stella, ask her where it's at. Because I'm going to tell you what I think happened. I'm going to tell you the two stories that she told her children. So I'll just put that out there. One story was that she went for a walk and the leash got loose. Or she got the loose, I guess the leash pulled out of her hand, I'm not sure, and the dog it ran off. Can't find the dog. Now, the second story was she had the dog, sorry, our friend just pulled up. She had the dog on a runner, and they got off of the runner, ran away, came back 3 days later, and then ran away again. Now, here's where I call bullshit. Before this, she was trying to get rid of the dog. She had reached out to several people trying to get rid of the dog. She had reached out to the shelter that she got the dog from, and they were not going to take the dog back. So, what happens in the South when you don't want a dog? What do? Does anyone know? Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm fucking pissed. When it comes to kids and it comes to animals, those are a few things that I'm fucking pissed about. So either they took it 15, 20, 30 miles down the road and just dropped it off on a dirt road, or, which I hoped and I don't think they would do, but at the same time, I don't know. Old Yeller style. Christy Nome. Exactly. Now the dog is chipped. Beth, I did call Lexington County Animal Shelter. I made them aware of the situation that I thought I wasn't fully sure, but that the dog wasn't there. So, we made the call. The chip, unfortunately, the dog is chipped, but it's not a tracker chip. It's just one that if somebody if someone is to find the dog, they can scan the bag. Now, could she be lying to her children and she found someone to take the dog? I guess it's a possibility. But considering a couple of people that she asked didn't want to take the dog, the shelter wasn't going to take the dog, and this was supposedly Beth's sole dog. You weren't doing it because someone else was getting a dog, right? That's not why you were doing it. So, she says she would have to get rid of it by the time the store opened. Why get the fucking dog? Tell them what she did on Maggie's birthday. Can I read the message or just... So, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So, she writes and says, "Happy birthday, Moon Pie." Now, mind you, I don't know if everybody knows what was told to Bailey, but from mods that had left, she was Beth basically said that Bailey shouldn't have had kids after, what up, homie? After Piper, which was the first one. So basically saying that she shouldn't have had the other kids. So the fact that you're reaching out, happy birthday, Moon Pie, which is the youngest. Crazy. So Bailey wrote her back and said, saying happy birthday to a child you said shouldn't be here, that's crazy work. Beth said, never said that, but okay. Bailey shouldn't have had kids after Piper. She should have been fixed. Crazy how every single one of your mods said it word for word. Bailey, her daughter, yes. Beth, we just wanted to wish her a happy birthday. Bailey, you could be saying it to her face, but you never change. Beth, yeah, because they are so honest, and neither do you. Bailey, villainizing me however you want, it doesn't matter to me. Chris, that's enough. This fucking pissed me off. Fuck you, Chris. Again, fuck you, Chris. That's enough. We wanted to say it. We don't need anything from you. We just wanted to wish her happy birthday. That's all. Bailey, she doesn't need your happy birthdays. You're not her grandparents. And then Bailey said, I'm glad you don't need anything from me, nor my children. Me nor my children need people in our lives who say that our SA is our own fault. Oh, they got me for harassing and bullying. Saying that the SA is their own fault, or that we shouldn't have had our kids, or that other stuff that my egg donor has said. Do us all a favor and never text or bother my family again. At least you have Bree and her child. I'm not going to say that. Per your words, Beth. And that was it. Loving mother. Now, y'all know me. Y'all know how I feel. And I like to do a little music break. Now, I don't know how to mix music, but I do know how to put words together. I do know how to lay my words out there, and I can put it into an AI thing that can create the sound bite of it, the music behind it. But the words I can put in there. And Beth, I dedicate this to all the narcissistic mothers out there who have continuously victimized their self and made their children the abusers in this situation. So, I hope you enjoy it. I will be releasing this on Spotify, and everything else.
Front porch painted like a picture perfect light. Bible on the table, but the truth don't live inside. Smiles for the neighbors, God is good on repeat, while the babies learn survival just to make it through the week. Storefront shining, and she built a little name, counting every dollar while her kids absorb the pain. Said we're blessed, yeah, she said it with her chest, but there's bruises in the silence she just tucks beneath the dress. Dogs in the yard and gone without a trace, another living thing she couldn't bother to replace. Dropped them on the back road, dust up in the air, same way she abandoned every child in her care. She prays out loud so no one hears the screams, paints heaven over broken, shattered dreams. There's a front porch savior, Sunday morning saint, small to fight. Duct tape silence echoing through the night. Cookies on the counter, sweet disguise of trust. But poison hides in hands that say they do it out of love. Brothers learn to disappear, not be seen. Sisters learn to carry things no child should ever need. Every cry dismissed as discipline and care. But there's monsters in religion when it's twisted into fear. She pull you in close, make you feel like you belong. Love bomb your heart till you forget what's wrong. Take your voice, your life, your mind, your soul, and wear your stolen ideas like the hers to control. Built a cult out of kindness. She could fake every I love you, just another thing to take. Every I love you, just another thing to take. She's a front porch savior, Sunday morning saint. Hands up high while her children suffocate. Hallelujah covers what the truth won't say. Can't wash that blood off in a river when you pray. She built a kingdom out of fear and control. Called it love, but it was taking its toll. If God saw everything behind that door, then he knows she ain't no savior anymore. Tell me what kind of God needs a child to break? What kind of faith lets a mother fake? What kind of truth leaves behind that smile? While her own kids drown in denial. She said forgive, but never changed. Said we're blessed while she dealt the pain. And the world just watched her play the role while she buried every piece of their soul. She's a front porch savior dressed in white, but the devil don't always show his face in the night. Sometimes he's the one who tucks you in and teaches you that pain is discipline. She built a kingdom out of fear and control, turned love into something cold. And every prayer she ever swore don't mean a damn behind that door. Still stands, paint don't peel, but the truth lives in what it tried to conceal. And those kids, yeah, remember it all.
So I will say I saw in the chat, Misty has been there for Bailey through so much from the get go, and Misty, I appreciate you being there as well. Like, you're a boss. Bailey has had nothing but amazing things to say about you. Like she said, you are literally her saving grace. I think you are the one that has pulled her out of a hole that just, I don't think many people could have done it. And I think that's just your personality. And I know me and you kind of had our riffs here and there during certain things. I don't think we saw eye to eye on everything. But I think we both did what we thought was best for Bailey in that situation. We just handled it in different ways. But I respect the hell out of you, and I appreciate you being in here and being there for Bailey. So, Bailey, I saw what you said. I agree. I do think that Beth and Chris is trying to silence your brother. He has so much strength. I got to speak with him for a good long while on the phone the other day. And he's a survivor. You know, there's shit that there's shit that he went through that it would break most people. And I pray that one day he does come out and say a story, whether it's here, whether it's in a book, whether, you know, I think his weight will be lifted when he does it. I will say that they knew, Beth and Chris knew that he was on the phone with me. They did not want him to be on the phone with me. But I will say that Beth wrote a message while I was on the phone, and it broke my heart for Bailey, because even though I know the message was a lie, the message said, "Son, I know you want me to take accountability for the things that I've done." This is not verbatim. "Son, I know you want me to take accountability for the things that I've done. And just know that I love you with all my heart. I love you so much. And I want to take accountability for those things. I want to do it face to face and not over a text." Because she doesn't want to admit to the physical and emotional abuse that happened. I think that's why you want to do it face to face. I think you know that I think you know that he just wants to be loved. He just wants that respect. I think it's fucked up that you didn't give that to Bailey, even though I don't believe that you meant it. And that's just my opinion. I don't think that you meant any of that, because I heard the stories. I know what the fuck you did. I know what the fuck you said. That's not love. That's torture. That is narcissism at its finest. To pin a father and a child against each other and say it's either them or me, you're a piece of shit. I believe one day that all of your children are going to open their eyes. They're going to realize, just like a lot of us have, because there's 276 people in here, and I guarantee you 20% or more has dealt with this type of shit. And they've had to cut off family members that are just not for them. They will not be there for them. They are going to use and abuse them. They're going to realize that one day, that you're not there for them. Bailey's there. You're an egg donor. Mothers can be deadbeat too. It's not just deadbeat dads out there. There's a lot of moms who's fucked us up. But the things that she did to particularly one kid, that I have questions on. Why did you pick and choose which one you did that to? Which one that you put that type of abuse on? Why did you just pick on... I mean, I know that there was abuse between all of them, allegedly. But the way that it was done to a certain one, and I think Bailey can say it as well on that, you know, it's... Why? Admit up to it. Show the dog. Show the dog. Show Stella. That's one. Show Stella. Otherwise, you've abandoned the dog. Or prove that you gave it to someone. Prove where the fucking dog is, Beth. Otherwise, I'm going to call Lexington County Police Department, and I'm gonna let them know that you've abandoned this dog that you adopted. They're gonna come out there and try to figure out where the dog is, and just because you know Lexington County police officers is not gonna save you. That is illegal. You can't just abandon an animal. So where's it at? If I'm wrong, then I'll say I'm wrong. But this is coming from your kids. Okay? This is the stories you told them. So, where the fuck is the dog that you adopted that's your soul dog? Number 2, pay your fucking son's tuition, you fucking piece of shit. What is your problem? Your child you're literally, there's emails coming out to Bailey to say pay for the tuition because it's not paid for. Pay for the tuition. Why do you have a storefront when you don't even fucking pay for the school that your child's in? Okay? Number 3. Admit up to what you did. Because the last time when you were live and you said, and someone asked you about the zip ties and the duct tape in your live with one of your sons, and you said which one, you have to be more specific. You made it a fucking joke. You made it a fucking joke. And it's not a fucking joke because you fucking did it. Right? Take me to court. Sue me for slander if I'm lying. See if it doesn't go on court record of exactly what you did. See if there won't be any defense witnesses. Let him be free, because what you're doing is making him hold on to the fucking guilt that you fucking placed on him. Let him fucking be free. That's all you gotta do. Then it'll all be over with, right? Nobody have anything to hang over your head anymore, right? That's what you say. You think that people are just out to get you. It's not because of what you fucking done. It's not that, right? They're just out to get you. What happened with the dog? From... Oh yeah, didn't she? Oh yeah, what happened to that dog? I forgot about that. She had a little, what kind of dog was that? Like a Dachshund mix or something? Like a year ago? I forgot about that dog too. And then what happened to Weber? Or not Weber, didn't she have the girl dog, the pit bull? What was that dog's name? It was Weber and another dog. It was 2 blue pit bulls. What was that dog's name?
Stop getting dogs. You're bad with dogs.
Yeah, Chris is the reason that Elsa's dead. That was the best freaking Chihuahua. Elsa was amazing, bro. Elsa was, oh my God. I fucking loved that dog so much. She was so cool. Every time I went to her house, she would just leap up in my arms and like, And the reason... I jump in your eyes too, Mom. And the reason...
We still have ours.
Is because he put down rat poison. He saw the dog was sniffing by it, and he still left the shit there. And she ate it.
Charlie does not like this story.
Yeah, I would have ate it too, though.
Yeah.
I would have. That's why we don't put in nothing down on the floor, because you are a funnel. Yeah, I will put anything in my mouth. I'm like a toddler.
If it fits.
If it fit in my mouth, I will eat it. And I'll try anything once. I ate poop. I threw it up, but I ate it because I'm nasty.
That was a nasty.
Yeah, you're a nasty, dirty. Ugh. Don't ever do that again, okay? I know, she's a big girl now. Look at her beard.
It's time for another grooming session.
Yeah. Oh, I cried for... Oh, Elsa, that one broke my heart, bro. It really did. Like, that one got me. I never got close to any of her animals after that, but there was...
never had time to.
Yeah, she had. And then how many cats are there? How many cats? Who was there last? How many cats are literally in her yard? Be real. Who was the last person there, and how many cats were there?
How many were there when you were there last?
There was like 15 or 20
Oh, so that means
when I was
like
there. That was back
now.
like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago? How long has it been? At least 15 or 20. They feed them. Yeah, I know. They got the little things out there, but they don't fix them. They just keep breeding them. They brought one cat down there, Marley, and then this damn tomcat that they call has impregnated every damn girl cat since then. And they're like, okay, they are the reason that all these cats are there. Look. Who's that only one in there with skin and bones? A cat? You ain't seen the cats? There's a lot. Look at your phone. For real? Because I fucking will, and you know I will. Why you in my live, 2 cents? You trying to get some 2 cents? Why you in my live? Weren't you in Ma's live having fun talking shit? Why are you in mine? Thought y'all didn't like me. Thanos isn't watching me if you don't like me, right? You want to go defend some more things of what they've done? Because at this point, everybody that's over there and y'all know what the fuck is going on. The ones who don't know, that's that they don't know. The ones that know, y'all are fucking gross. Gross. What up, Spitting Llama? How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing good. I was sitting here talking about some of the things that Beth has done, allegedly. Allegedly. I sounded like I slurred on that one. My tongue got stuck.
We had a chain of people that paid for other people's checks tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it got to be like, it looks like maybe 4 or 5 long. And the server that had this chain just made so much fucking money.
Which server was it?
Riley.
It would be Riley.
I just texted Nadia and was like, can you tell what this tip is in right?
How much was that?
Well, he had, like, there's 2 that I know that happened while I was there, but he's got a $70 tip in.
Oh, that Riley. I thought the blonde was Riley.
No, that's Reagan.
Oh, there's too many R's. There's too many R's.
So that's awesome. That's crazy. And I can see the chain. So it's just...
That's awesome, man. They did a pay it forward. That's really cool at the restaurant that she works at. Hey, Bougie. Hey, chat. Hey. How you doing? I missed everything that was said, so y'all know me. I be forgetting what I was talking about. Oh, you was telling them. Yeah, girl. I see what you were saying now. I didn't read the whole text through. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know. What up, Liz? How you doing? Where's Mari when you... I know, right, Jerry. I would rather go on Jerry. Like, and have some questions. I would love to ask some questions on Jerry. Steve Wilkos. But see, the only thing on Steve Wilkos, you just get to throw a chair. Jerry a little different. You know what I mean? Ooh, the results are in. You are not the father. You have some questioning. You have some. Yeah, Jerry let you duke it out, right? Right, and it'd be signed in, so you could do it, and it wouldn't be a big deal. Like, you have to sign the contract if you go on Jerry. So if somebody smack you or whatever, you can't sue them. That's the only time I'm gonna smack you, where I'm not gonna get sued. I'm not getting sued. You think where you can win? You hit me, I'll hit you back. However, I'm not gonna hit you first. You know what I mean? Like, unless there's a contract.
Hey,
Then I hit first. But, you know, you gotta do things by the law. I would get in a... Oh my God, put me in a ring. What that would... Ding, ding, ding. Oh my God. Oh, anybody been to the Hourly Motel? WWE? I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do WWE. Like, trying to pick people up and toss them and all that. That's a little too much for me. You know what I mean? What thing? Oh my God, right. I mean, I will bring it up because I have found out recently, and I didn't really know this, but so I've been told now that, all right, so Beth always told me that Chris was really mean to Jess, and basically mean by, like, just being an asshole to her, like, being a smart ass to her, you know, shit like that. And she would tell me, you know, I have to get on to Chris and be like, you know, hey, like, don't talk to her like that. So in my head, I'm thinking that she's at least taken up for it. And I know that Chris can be a smart ass or an asshole. And, you know, like I said, Jess is a smart ass, and, you know, she talk her shit too. So, you know, I'm like, all right, whatever. But from what I'm told, like, they're both extremely mean. Feral Threads, welcome back. I'm sorry I blocked you. I was pressured to do it. I want to apologize to you because me and you have the same type of morals and values. I'm glad that I just looked down and saw that you followed, but sorry that I blocked you. That was I was pressured into it, so I apologize. But anyways, back to what I was saying. From what I've been told, you know, she's actually pretty fucking mean to Jess. And so is Chris. And so now I'm at a point of, I don't know what is the right thing to do in that scenario, because, and I struggle because I also don't, they both are, I witnessed it. I struggle because I also think that I don't think that what's the word I'm trying to say, the like adult facilities, I don't think that they do a great job either, but then I didn't realize, like, she doesn't take her to the dentist. Like, these priority things, it seems more of like her trying to make it seem like she's such a, you know, oh, I'm overworked, I'm doing all this. At least she'd have interactions and see, that's what we used to always talk about. Like, I used to tell her, like, why don't you put Jess in like a social program with other people that have disabilities as well, because she has insurance that, you know, you could reach out, and there's different programs that she would be able to get into that would be like adult daycare type programs where she could interact and do projects like this with other people. And, like, she would always be like, no, they can't do it. And I'm like, bro, we work in healthcare. Like, I know that they will. Like, all you have to do is just, like, reach out. And Jess is fucking awesome, okay? Jess can be a sassy motherfucker. I'm not saying that she's not. Okay? But she doesn't get to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's a treat if she gets to go to the fucking store with them. They get aggravated because she asks the same things over and over again. And I get it. I'm not saying because I don't live with someone who does have... I know how Jess is, and I just see... But Beth enjoys control. Exactly. And that's what I think she would thrive in it. I just worry about the care. I know that the social interaction would be an amazing thing for her. You know what I'm saying? I just worry about the people that work inside of there, CNAs and CMAs, you know, that don't really give a shit. And you see this all the time, so it's a scary thing. But then it's just like, well, if she did that to her children, allegedly, then would she do that to her? Has that happened to her? Do we just not know that that's happened to her? I always said day program. Like, I tried and tried and tried for fucking, like, since her mom, even when her mom was still there, I was like, bro, you can get her in, like, an adult program. And because Beth would always complain about how stressed out she was. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so stressed out. I have all this going on, and Jess is having seizures all the time, and I can't do this. Which is crazy, because Jess did not have seizures anytime that I was fucking there. I would just tell you that. And I was there a pretty damn good bit the last couple years. And she never had a seizure when I was there, which is odd to me. She never had a seizure at my house. She never had a seizure when she was at these events, like when she came to the meet and greet up here in Charlotte and hung out there all day, you know, like, but she has seizures anytime that Beth needs to, like, there's something that needs to be done. It's, you know, well, that's her scapegoat, you know, on that. But then it's like, you know, you get the she shed that everybody paid for, right? Everybody paid for that fucking she shed. They all signed their little names on there, put their little Bible quotes. Not me. I didn't sign a little Bible quote on there. I signed my little name on there because that was odd to me. Even then, I was like, I don't know. Like, you get a whole shed paid for. And the story was, she was going to have them down there, right? She was going to have Jess down there so she could be closer to her watcher, let Jess have the diamond art, the alcohol ink, you know, things like that. Walk in that motherfucker, there ain't a spot for Jess to be. Ain't never been a spot for Jess to be. Where's she at? Exactly. She tells her she's not working, so Jess won't ask to go down there. Yeah, with Charles, right? Yeah, Jess annoys the shit out of her. Man, but I tell you, I had fun. Like, when I was sitting in the back seat when we would go, like, when Jess would come up, like, to Charlotte with her. And I just talked to Jess like a normal ass person. And she is funny as can be, bro. She says some off the wall shit. Like, it is funny. Jess ain't made a cup in... When was the last time Jess... I don't even know the last time. Has she even been live in the past year? What, Jess? Does Beth have siblings? She do. Jess is one of her siblings. She has some others, but she don't talk to them. That's on, like, she don't talk to them. Jess is the only one that she really claims. Right? She funny as fuck, man. She really is. Like, she'll have you rolling. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just found out, like, literally just found out recently, like, how, like, that Beth was doing, like, being mean. Like, you know, she gave the story of the break in the wrist, and, you know what I mean? Now it's like, you lied and said that she tripped. She didn't trip. You pushed her. She you said, oh, it's not a break. She fractured it in 2 spots. And on the medical report, you lied and you said that she tripped and you were worried, saying that you didn't want the provider asking Jess any questions. You had to sit up there because you didn't want her to say that you pushed her. Now, you claimed it was because your fragile mother. Yeah, fracture, break. Yeah, exactly. And she admitted this on live. It's on I think it's on Adventures of Luzarella. I think she's got that live. That's live where she admitted, and you can hear her whole. Let me give you 3,000 details of why I did it, and then gonna turn around and try to come after Bailey about it. You know what I mean? Like, suck it up. You obviously enjoy abusing people. That seems like it's a pattern. Just take accountability. You had no problem coming up on my live talking all this stuff. Talking about everybody. How everybody was coming after you. You made it seem like you were this hero over here, you know, just getting victimized. What happened? Who? What pushed her? What pushed who? What pushed Beth to push her sister to break her wrist? I guess Jess was yelling at her mom, saying that she would, die, and she was having a meltdown, at the moment. Per Beth, Jess was running towards her mom or going towards her mom, and she pushed her, and she tripped. Or she pushed her, and that's how it broke. I don't know if I truly believe. What did that person say, Queen? To be muted. What happened? Oh, did it hurt your feelings that I was talking about somebody and telling their truths? Oh, sue me. You can come in here and talk about it. My box is open. You want to talk about it? Do you guys do anything other than bully people? It's bullying people to let know what type of people or what kind of business you'd be working with. Do you want to work with someone who has allowed those types of things to happen? Do you want to spend your money with them? That's what you want to do? Then go over there and do it. I don't even know who you are. You're on my page, sweetheart. If you don't like it and you think it's bullying, take your ass out of here. You don't have to sit here. You don't have to listen to me. You can go and find 3,000 other lives right now. Otherwise, if you want to talk about it, hit the little button right down here, jump in the box, and let's talk about it. There's one person that I don't let in my box, and that's Ashley Chauvin. Other than that, you're more than welcome to join and say what you want. Oh, that's who I needed. Can you go in there real quick? That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Skinny C, that's in Reddit. I'm not going to be live for a whole lot longer, but if one of my mods can figure out where that block is and take them off, and someone in Reddit wants to let Skinny C know that I unblocked them for the live, so that way they can come in and spill their truths on me and tell all my information, you're more than welcome to do it. I'll take accountability for anything I said and did. You're more than welcome to come in here. But yeah, Thick Coast and Skinny C is the other one. But if you want to come in, I'll be live a little bit longer, and you can spill your truths on me, because that's what you said you wanted to do. If you're a leader, that's what she calls me. If you're a leader, because she wants to pretend like I fucking tell anybody what to do. if your leader will unblock me, I'll come live and tell all the truths about Bougie. You're unblocked. I'll actually... Here's one. Boom. And then, did we unblock Skinny C? Do you see that one? I see Thick Coast is unblocked. How do I do that?
I gotta go pick up Hobby.
Alright, homie.
Bye.
Later. I don't know where my block list is. How do I find it? Settings. Locked accounts. I didn't see that one. Is it unblocked? It didn't come through and say that Skinny C was unblocked, but I also don't see them on my block list. Anyways, here's because I know they're gonna try to say that I didn't unblock them. They might have deleted their account right here. Harry unblocked Thick Coast. So don't say that we lied. You're unblocked until the end of this live, and then I'm gonna go back and block you back again. So, but anybody got any questions? Anything else they didn't catch? Why do they keep telling Bacon to stop talking? Who? Who's telling Bacon to stop talking? She was repeating what it was said. Oh, she was just repeating what the comment said. Yeah, Bacon chill. She's good. Oh, they thought Bacon made the comment. No, Bacon did not make it. Bacon did not make the comment, y'all. It was, what was their name? Hold on. I got it in here. It was Creating Fun 26. Bacon, I got him. We got him. They don't think it's you. They thought it was you. Yeah, it's not Bacon. Bacon's good. There's a lot of people. You know what I mean? It gets confusing in the chat. I get that. I'm sorry. Our bad. But anyways, you know, I hope that a certain someone gets up there. I hope everything just fully comes out one day. And I would love for Beth to be the one to go ahead and just do it. And let her child have that weight lifted. And then just move on with your life, you know? Know that you're a piece of shit. Know that you are a bad mom. That's a bad mom. But take accountability. I don't think that you will. You don't want it to ruin that reputation of yours. Both of us kids would be on the stand and she would FaceTime. 100%. That's why she won't sue me. Because she knows the truth will come out and then it'll be on court record. And Beth doesn't want that. Was it all Beth? Oh, Chris had a lot to do with it too. Yeah, he was right there with it. Right there with it. But, you know, the weird thing is, and I will say this, it seems like most are more mad with Beth than Chris with it. And I don't know if if there was a manipulation tactic used where I don't know why, because they both were just as bad, I feel, in the stories. Why one is different than the other. Diva Designs, are you in here? You in here? Get the fuck out of here. Why are you in here? Why are you in here? Then why were you such good friends? Oh, because she was such a good fucking liar. That's why. Because she was a good fucking liar. And then all of a sudden, everything fucking came out when her fucking children told their fucking truths. What don't you get about that? This isn't fucking hearsay. Her kids told their fucking truth. What don't you get? Why was I good friends? She played me. I thought she was a good person. The fuck? Oh my God, bro. People like you, people like Lisa, people like Denise, people who stand by and they know what's been said, that's gross. I have no respect for you. You obviously don't have respect for yourself. You fucking chill with predator protectors. Enjoy it, sweetheart. Am I friends with her now? Once I found out who the fuck she was? That I let everybody else know who the fuck she was? That's the difference. Just because I'm a friend of yours, if you're a fucking piece of shit, and I find out you're a piece of shit, I'm not going to be your fucking friend. How did I find out? Her kids. I'm basically their aunt. I grew up with these kids. You know, I was 25 when we met. I've known Logan since he was 6 months old. They told me what happened when I said what I was saying, and what made me stop being her friend was because I called her in a bunch of lies there, like in the last 7-8 months of our friendship. Everything started she just lied about dumb shit, and I was just like, what the fuck? Why would you lie about that? And then she would tell somebody else something completely different. But when I found this out, it's because her children reached out to me. They trust me. So with Logan, yeah. She was never she wasn't like that. When we went down there, it wasn't like she didn't spend a whole lot of time with them because she was working. So she'd be down in the in her little shed and be working or whatever. You know, her older kids are, Bailey was out. Pretty much all of them were out by the time they were. The day they turned 18, they were out. But yeah, they of course didn't do any of that in front of me. They wouldn't zip tie their kid or do that shit in front of me. That wouldn't have, no, fuck no. those kids would have fucking told me back then, I would have called CPS, whether I thought they were lying or not. That's just who I am as a person. If a kid tells me that they're being abused, I'm gonna fucking call CPS and say, this is what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but somebody needs to fucking go check it out. Hold on, I got the little puzzle. But somebody needs to check it out. We were afraid of what would happen after telling. Well, yeah, that's how it is when you're a kid. Like, you don't know. You know? You don't... CPS did go out there. CPS was called out there for a very serious allegation. Guess what? Yo, if we're still being at, like, yo, it's over. Yeah, it's over and done with. Like, Bacon is not the person that said it. People made mistakes and thought it was. If we're still on this, we don't need to be on it anymore. It's fine. We're good. We're good. It was a mistake. There's a lot of people in the chat. It happens. We're good. Like, come on. We're over here talking about, real shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay. So I keep seeing, I just want to say that Jenn did not know about any of this abuse until I came forward and told her. Like, she did not know about the sexual assault.
Well, I did know.
You
I
knew
about
about you knew
Beth
about it,
did
but
tell
like you
me
didn't know the
that.
extent, you
Yeah,
know?
I didn't know what. Beth just told me it happened, that that you had told her about it, and that she didn't know if she truly believed you, and she thought that it was out of attention.
Yep.
And at that time, but she had me believing that Bailey was doing a lot of things out of attention.
Yep. And you didn't know about the stuff with not Logan and not CJ, but the other son. I don't want to say his name because, I'm trying to respect his story. But Jenn did not know about, and this is specifically for that lady that was in here, Carolyn, whatever.
Yeah, Diva sister.
Because I'm sure that Beth is spinning whatever lies she can to her, but Jenn did not know about a lot of this. But you have to understand, we were children. Like, we didn't have people that we could trust and go to. And my brother went to CPS he went to a guidance counselor in school twice. The guidance counselors who called CPS. For both incidents, the time that Beth put his face through a glass window and the time that he had to sleep in a dog crate. But she literally, she spins it as if me and my brother were these terrible, awful kids, when literally I was an honor roll student. I never got in trouble. Like, I stayed at home. I was reading all the time. Like, I minded my business, and we do not talk. Like, there's never going to be any reconnection. There's no reconciliation. Like, she is a terrible person. And if you are a follower of her, or a business partner, or a friend, whatever, and all of this is stuff that has came out, like, I'm not the only victim of her mess. My brother is a victim. All of this stuff has came out, and you're still standing by her. Not only should you take a very long, good look in the mirror, but that says a lot about you as a person and a parent if you have children. Like, it's disgusting. And she has a lot of, Lisa said that if I was really sexually assaulted or SA'd, why am I just now coming out about it? No, I came to my mother at my egg donor at 12 and told her what was going on. Then again at 22. Yeah, I got spanked for telling her.
So don't tell people to shut the fuck up, that they don't know what they're talking about, when you don't fucking know the story.
Yep. I came to her at 12, told her that I was being assaulted by my older brother. And then me and my younger brother, not Logan, came to her and Chris in 2023, because it was a year after I got married, 2023, and told them the full extent, including details, of what happened. And they were buddy-buddy with our abuser the very next day. Playing Xbox with him the very next day. And whenever I approached the situation and I said, hey, I've told you what happened now, and to the, like, you already knew, but like, you know everything now. Why is this a thing? I was made to feel like I could not come forward because I was going to risk losing my family. It got to a point where every time I would bring it up, I'd always be told, oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm such a bad mom. I'm sorry, I'm such this. Like, I wasn't the one who molested you, so why am I suffering? That's another thing she said to me.
Why am I suffering?
Yeah.
I wasn't the one that did it to you. You
Yep.
fucking...
Whenever we tried to make amends in October, this was before I knew all the stuff she said to me, or stuff she said about me to her mods. But every single time that any of you would like say something about her, or anybody in Reddit would say anything, like, she would never just reach out to check on me or talk to me. It was always to make me feel guilty for coming forward. And she's doing the same thing with my brother now. Like, her whole let's talk in person thing is because she doesn't want to incriminate herself. Like,
Yep.
She might be dumb, but she ain't stupid, you know? Like, and
she got away with it for a long time.
It's like I told my brother, they have normalized the abuse and made us feel like this is something that we can't speak on because we had fear of what would happen to us.
Well, they just did it out of love. Yeah. They just cared about you.
Let's say that we reported it in school, okay? Then we don't get taken out. We're going to get 10 times over what we got anyways. You know, like, especially him. Like, I guess because he would just take it and they used it as an outlet. But I mean, if he came forward and he ever spoke, like, start to finish everything that happened, I would be very shocked if she had anybody left in her corner. And like Lisa and whoever else, is that why she homeschools now? So that's another thing. So Logan finished schooling because me and my husband Jay were originally paying for Logan's schooling. He wanted to do online school because he hates public school. He hated charter school. He had like a long talk with me. He wanted to do it. So we were paying for his school. Well, when Beth and I had that falling out because of the whole abuser thing, I told her, I'm not paying for his school. This is your responsibility now.
And we were doing it because she was talking about how broke
we were doing it because she was talking about how broke she was.
But still buying stuff.
And that's straight out of the mouth of babes.
Bought a new car.
Bought a new car, yeah. The whole thing.
When the new car tripped me the fuck out.
Yeah, she tried to say that it was a better move and she wasn't upside down. And I'm like, there's no way, because the truck that she had wasn't even paid off and she got a Bronco. It don't work that way. But anyway, so we were paying for Logan's school. We had the falling out. I told her that she needed to take care of it. Chris responded to me, said that he would start paying for it, whatever. I still get the emails because whenever Logan registered, it was with my email because I told him, I'm going to check your grades to make sure that if I'm paying for this and investing in this, that you're doing what you're supposed to. And so, of course, he was compliant. Well, I got an email the other day saying that if they want to get his diploma, that they have to pay it off. I don't know what the remaining balance is. I don't have access to the account
locked you
anymore.
out, right?
Yeah. I don't have access to the account anymore, but literally, like, pay it off. Like, you have all this stuff from TikTok Shop and you are so successful in all these side jobs or whatever else. Pay it off. Like, but the whole thing to say, the homeschool thing. So we all went to public school up until I was a freshman in high school. I graduated at 15. I went one semester in public high school, and then we moved back to South Carolina after living in North Carolina. So I did online the rest of the time. Logan and Bree both did online. Ethan did online too, but I don't know when he started, because none of them went back to public school when we moved back, I don't think. I can't remember, honestly. But she, even with homeschooling, Logan failed the 7th grade twice. He failed one time, and then he repeated the 7th grade. I offered to tutor him because I was like, I want to see you succeed, obviously. And whenever I had the discussion with her and I was like, hey, like, I know he's in 7th grade, but like, you should be paying attention. Her response is, well, I'm too busy. Like, I can't sit there and hold his hand and do his schoolwork. And I'm like, he's in 7th grade. Like, and this was, he would be, not a freshman. Yeah, I think he'd be a freshman or a sophomore if he was in public school now. But he finished, and like, he's really committed and wants to do things. But Beth cannot let anybody be better than her. Like, if you're better than her, you have better opportunities than she does. She's very jealous. She's not happy for you, and she'll find any way to shit on it. Like, she did the same thing with all of her mods. She did the same thing with me and Ethan. Like, if we bring anything to her that we're happy about and we're successful about, she shits on it because that's the kind of person she is. Can't pay for school but can open an allergy storefront. Yup. Beth and Chris had me fooled for a long time. I think she put you all in online school so you couldn't speak up. So I made the choice to be in online school because I wanted to graduate early and go to college. Like, when I say I wanted out of that house so badly, I wanted out of the house so badly.
Well,
yeah, literally. Every single one of us. CJ left at, what? 18?
Was he 18?
No, he was 17, I think. He left at 17. I left at 18. You're her kid. I'm always so proud of my kids. Yeah, you would think so. Like, I literally finished my PhD this year.
Bailey a ball, straight up, dude. Like, she's a brilliant kid. Like, I call her kid. I don't think I'll ever not be able to call her kid. That's just what I do. But she's freaking brilliant, amazing mother. Jay's an amazing father. Those kids are freaking kick-ass amazing kids. So Beth and Chris are missing out on some amazing kids. Same with the other one. There's one that I don't talk to whatsoever, and I could give a fuck less about that one. But the rest, if that one would go and get some help.
Yeah, literally.
But,
we got a baby yet. No, literally any day now would be nice.
Any day. She ready.
And Audrey said, just think they miss them. Now they've lost their kids and grandkids. They still have Bree and Logan. And what's crazy is, like, she plays like she's this grandmother of the year, but she literally saw my kids maybe 5 times last year. The entire year. She didn't even come to our wedding. Like, the whole thing with Jess and Gma, we asked her up until literally the day before. We offered to pay for it. We offered to make arrangements. We said, we will do anything for you to come to our wedding. Like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And she literally told me the day before my wedding that she was not going to be there. And blamed it on Jess and Gma.
And then posted pictures like she was there.
Yeah, of course. Dad,
I thought she was there. This one, I was still friends with her. I thought she was there and then found out she wasn't there. I was like, what the fuck?
No, Chris left. Like, we did me and Jay had our first dance. Then me and Chris danced. Directly after the dance, he left. She said that bringing Jess to the wedding would be too much.
Oh, Stephanie said, I even offered to sit with her.
Yeah, like, and the thing is like, the way that she portrays herself to be on social media, like this active grandmother, literally, like, anytime I would call her and I would be like venting about like because the only village I have is Jay. Like, he's who comes home from work to help with the kids. Like, that's it. She would make this whole, and he's witnessed it, she'd make this whole ordeal. Oh, well, I'll come sit with them. I'll come do this. I'll come do that when she's on live. But when she's not on live, I think that canvas wedding pic is in that new store. What wedding pic? She literally always had an excuse as to why she could not come see the kids. Yeah, but posted pics of the wedding like she was there. Yeah, no, those, I doubt that they have a picture of me and Jay in their store. They definitely have a picture of Elijah, Bree, and Patrick. No, that wasn't us. It was a picture of Bree, Patrick, and her kid.
Oh yeah.
But literally, like, she just awful. Finished her doctorate and had an entire basketball team, and did. Aunt Misty said that. But yeah, so all this to say, Jenn did not know a lot. Like, up until a few days ago when me and my brother had a phone call, I didn't even know the full extent of, like, the whole duct tape thing.
Oh my.
So I knew that he was duct taped to the wall, like, for a period of time, because it happened right before we had a 7:30 bedtime when I was like 12 still. It started right before we went to bed, because that's pretty much when all like Chris would get home from work, and of course every single day it was something. They duct taped him to the wall. I did not know that it was overnight, but yeah, they left him duct taped to the wall overnight, all night. He slept duct taped to the wall. So if you're still supporting her after that, you are a very special person. Yeah, 7:30. And literally, if one of us got a spanking, all of us got a spanking. Yep. 7:30 bedtime. Couldn't have friends over. Logan is the only child. Logan and Bree are the only children that I know that ever got to go to, like, friends' houses and stuff. I never had a birthday party growing up either. Never. That was our bedtime also. Yep. 7:30 bedtime. Yep.
I'm just the duct tape being a. Did he say what age he was?
So it was before we moved. So he would have been, I want to say we were still in elementary school. So elementary school age.
So 10, 11 at most.
Younger than
Duct
that.
tape, younger
Like,
than that.
I'd say 7 or 8 probably.
Duct tape to a wall overnight.
Zip tied to the bed. Yep. Had to sleep in a dog crate. So the thing about the whole dog crate thing is, like, I remember CPS coming to the house because I remember that Chris had to go stay with Betty for the night. I can't remember if Beth was still there or if Betty came to our house. Like, I don't remember the whole layout. I was a child. But we had...
Because he was up past his bedtime and they were laughing.
Yeah, he was...
8 p.m.
Yep. He was up talking. Why did y'all move back to SC? Because Chris got another job offer. So we moved because he got a job offer, and then we moved back because Beth was tired of being in Wilmington and he got another job offer. But yeah, so the CPS thing was, I remember them coming to the house because I remember speaking to them, but he went and told the guidance counselor at school that they made him sleep in the dog crate, and they called CPS.
And it's one of those plastic ones, the way it was described, one of those plastic ones that has the face that you open, like, so not the metal kennel, but the plastic one that's
She would make him stand on the back porch, and I'm talking, it was a wooden back porch, and it would get cold outside at night. And Ethan was, my brother was terrified of the dark. They would literally make him stand on the back porch, and if he got in trouble, like, he'd be out there screaming. And they would open the back door and they would, like, tell him to shut up, whatever. Well, there was this one time that Chris put on a mask. Like, I want to say it was Michael Myers. Put on a Michael Myers mask and stood, like, walked around the back of the house. Stood in the woods and scared the absolute daylights out of him. Like, yeah, he still talks to them, unfortunately.
It thinks it's funny.
Yeah, they think that it's funny. Like, that's what I told them the other day. I said they normalize it and they try to downplay it and they try to make jokes out of it, but
I'm just going to say this, like, because it makes it look bad. Talk about the stealing food portion of why he did that, because that part was the part that got me. This fucking shattered my heart.
So whenever it started, when he was young, I'm talking like 5, 6, they originally didn't have a lock on the cabinet. And so he would get up in the middle of the night and he would go and get food. Now, mind you, we grew up in the house where if you didn't eat what was cooked, you went to bed hungry. There was no safe foods. There was no, like, you can have a sandwich. Like, there was none of that. And so he would eat dinner, and then late at night, he would get up and sneak food. And sometimes my abuser would, like, force him basically to go get food, and he would get blamed for it. But
Well, they had a recorder under his
Yeah.
bed. So
Yeah.
how do you not know what he was fucking
Yep.
doing? That's what I want to fucking ask.
Yep.
If you had a recorder under their fucking bed, how did you not know what he was fucking doing to them?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know.
So, Beth put laxatives in chocolate chip cookies. She tried to say that our pediatrician advised her to do this. No licensed pediatrician with the sane brain would ever do something like that. But she put laxatives in the chocolate chip cookies because the night before, this person went and got cookies, and she, like, I guess caught him or whatever, but didn't say anything. So the next day, she baked more and put laxatives in them so they would upset his stomach as an incentive for him to not steal food. Then she ended up putting one of those, like, sliding locks on the cabinet. And anytime we wanted food, we would have to go and ask her to unlock the cabinet to get into it.
But why did he want food? Why do you want food, Bailey?
He's probably starving.
What was it? Tortillas and mayo?
Oh, yeah. They made him eat, like, he hates coleslaw, mayo, sardines, like, those type of, like, texture things. They would purposely eat food, like, I'm talking Zaxby's, what have you. They would eat this type of food in front of him and make him sit there and eat coleslaw. Yep. She would make me eat. She is a terrible cook. Like, I'm talking terrible cook. She would make potato soup, and it would upset my stomach so bad because she would put, like, heavy cream in it. And if we did not eat it, we would get in trouble. And she literally would, it was almost like she did it on purpose. And to this day, I will not eat potato soup. Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's her mom. Well, that's her egg donor.
Yeah, egg donor. Misty's my mom.
Yeah.
She put...
Yeah, she got her an adopted mama in the chat.
Literally.
Misty, and that's a boss bitch. Everybody.
She put
That's her
those, like, clear... the, like, clear doorknob, like, holder things to where you can't open the door from the inside. She put one of those on their doorknob so he wouldn't be able to open the door. Yeah,
the lock was on the outside, right?
So there used to be Chris changed the knob so many times. There used to be a lock on the outside. I remember that part. But then there was a lock on the inside at one point because obviously when our abuser was, there was a lock on the door. But then whenever the stealing food kind of upticked, they put one of those clear, like, you have to, like, press it down to turn it and hold it. And of course almost like a child lock doorknob cover, pretty much. But they are constantly preaching and telling people how great they are. They literally have not gone to church in over 10 years. Like, they haven't gone since I was a teenager. Me and my younger brother, I used to drive him to church with me every week. We would go together, but every time we'd invite Beth, she always had an excuse. Y'all, she don't even read the Bible. Be for real. Be for real.
Well, she a front porch savior.
I make great potato soup. I'm not. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, some O'Charlie's potato soup. I do be loving that.
Absolutely not. Just the thought of, like, I know for you,
it's a trigger. It's a trigger.
I didn't even eat, like, because Chris used to make hot dogs and, like, he would burn the absolute piss out of them. And we would have to eat them because in their head, like, I paid for this food, you're going to eat it. You can't waste the food. Yeah, you can't waste food. And he would burn them. Like, it was a running joke in our family how bad he was on the grill. Like, steaks, you could throw them like a Frisbee. And I did not eat a hot dog from the time I was a kid because I would get sick eating them. I did not touch another hot dog until I was pregnant with, Jameson? Was that the first time I had a hot dog? Yeah, so from, let's say, 2012 to 2022, Chris is my sperm donor, yes. All that preachy stuff that Chris would recite during.
That's why I say, like, they did some fucked up shit to a lot to most of the first three, but for some reason they picked out.
It's because they gave up. They literally, like, I've said that to her too. I've said it's literally almost like you not only stopped taking care of yourself, but like you gave up when it came to the last two. Which is, I mean,
care anymore.
It's sad, but like, and like, I think that's why she says the things that she does about me being a parent, because she knows, like, she doesn't deserve children at all. Does not deserve children.
I'm glad y'all are here, though. That's the thing, you know?
Up until your wedding, it seemed like you were close. Perception versus reality is crazy. So we were not close when I was growing up. We didn't really get close until she had iron poisoning, and like I would go out anytime she needed something. I got the groceries. I would go run all her errands when she first started her business, like normal 17-year-olds. They're hanging out with their friends, like whatever. I was literally working 2 jobs in college and running her errands. And like if I didn't run her errands, then they would take my keys. And she literally, like, when I met Jay and I was able to find, because Jay was the first person that I told other than my therapist outside of telling my mom.
That's why we say she's a strong girl. That's a strong woman right there.
Outside of telling Beth when I was 12, Jay was the first person that I opened up to about my sexual assault. And he was the first person that, like, I felt comfortable enough, and he's who made me realize, like, Bailey, like, these people, the way that you're being treated, like, we got into an argument because she was so behind on cups. Like, that's all that I heard about. And so I offered to come and help. And I would make the boxes, like, I would ship things off, I'd cut the vinyl, like, I literally was working there every day, and I was very pregnant with Jameson, and I was in college, like, I was in undergrad at this time. She was paying me $25 a day. I lived an hour away. We live an hour away, and Jay was like, Bailey. Oh, no, because I still went after we moved here, too. Literally, like, I was driving pregnant, working all the time for her to get her caught up. And whenever I would be like, can you pay me more than $25 a day? Like, it's not even about the money. It's about the fact that you're pretty much using me. Then it was, oh, well, I don't need you. Like, she would take me off the accounts, like, because I used to be able to see everything, Shopify, everything. Wasn't she going to pay him more? Yeah, she was going to hire him. She bought him, like, a $200 saw and, like, all this other stuff. And they always talked about, like, giving their business to the grandkids and starting a legacy, like, whatever. And, you would bring breakfast on your way in every time. Literally every time. But I got tired of her giving me excuses. And so I told her eventually, I was like, stop putting me on your Shopify. Stop giving me logins. I unmodded myself and everything. Computer working, you're behind out. Yeah, I was I was pregnant and in undergrad. And
telling their stories, others need to hear it. Others need to know. That's what she knows that, and she has already had people reach out. That's the main thing. Like, it matters when you know you're not alone, when you know other people have been through the same things, and maybe not the same things, but the same things. You don't feel alone anymore.
Somebody said, did your sperm donor essay you also? No. He didn't. I guess you could say my blood older brother, he is the one who essayed me. She claimed she hired you as an hourly employee to help you. Girl, what? No. Jay didn't want me working to begin with. That man wants me at home barefoot and pregnant. Like, he did not care.
No house on the prairie.
Literally, he did not care. I was doing it because she, like, anytime we'd invite her to do anything, anytime we'd, like, try to spend time with her, it's, well, I'm 2 years behind. But, like, you keep taking orders.
You know, I said I did get your email, and thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, but I did see it. Go ahead, sorry.
Jay needs to calm down. He can't pull out of a parking space. Yeah, no, the lies that she tells, like, every time one of her mods talks to me and they're like, oh, she said this and she said that, I'm like, how did y'all get, and, like, I can see it because I was also brainwashed, but, like, how are y'all so brainwashed by her? You literally, most of the stuff she says doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make, like, when she said that we get $250,000 per kid, y'all, be so for real. Be so for real. Like, it doesn't even sound
And she
believable.
was like, the least she can do is help us out. She knows that we're struggling. The least she can do is help us out. I was like, I really was on her side on this. I was like, damn, she could help you out because that's a lot of money. If she truly get that per kid, she got 4 kids.
I would
Like,
have so many more kids if that was the case. Like,
I was
you
like, she ain't help you out with
kidding me?
nothing, and she get 250 per kid.
Yeah, and like, it's just, and she would get mad, like, and Jay has seen it, because I've literally shown him where she'll send me something, like, she wanted a pair of Uggs for her birthday, like, 2 years ago, and because I wear Uggs all the time, I wear slippers literally all the time. She wanted a pair of Uggs, so we bought her a pair of Uggs. She has not touched them one time. She turns back around. No, it was after we spent $700 alone on stockings for the entire family
Well,
for Christmas.
she doesn't like Bailey's in-laws, and she thinks
Yeah, she don't.
because she thinks that they give her 250K.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wish. I wish. We spent $700 on stocking stuffers alone. Then we bought Christmas gifts. We got everything Logan wanted, everything Jess wanted. We got everything Chris and Beth wanted. We spent, I want to say it was the same year, I bought Chris 2 pairs of, they were
Those Nike,
vintage, the vintage Nikes that he had when he was a kid. I bought them. That was $500 alone. Not even 2 weeks later, she sends me a text and she's like, well, I really want this nugget ice maker, but your dad's not going to let me get it. And I said, Jay would literally be livid if I went behind his, like, she wanted me to go behind his back and buy it. And anytime we were out shopping or, like, doing anything for ourselves, she would always, oh, we'll see if they have this in my size or see if they have this. And, like, if you didn't get it, then she's all butthurt about it. Like, it was literally awful. It was awful. She would send me stuff all the time, links, everything. And, like, she would do it in a way to where you feel guilty if you don't. Like, she would send me her Christmas list, and you would think that it would be the other way around.
I sent her one there was a sample I got from the TikTok shop.
Bruh, I sent her. The nugget ice maker? That might have been after. She would send me, like, a list of things, and she'd be like, well, I'm going to ask all of you to get this. Girl, who is all of you? Bree and Logan didn't have jobs, and the other 2, they weren't going to get it for her. She seems like she was using you because you and your husband do okay. True. Weird behavior for a mom. Like, she literally, I'm not even joking, and this past year, whenever she came up for Christmas, like, she literally said this to me. She's like, well, I can't afford to get you anything for Christmas this year because our business took a hit. And, like, the way she said it, it was because I came forward. How can they afford the store? I honestly have no idea. Her supporters bought her building, didn't they? So the shed she's in now, the she shed, yes. All of you that donated money to her, that's another thing.
Oh, what about the life insurance?
Oh, the life insurance. So when my grandmother passed, Beth went live.
Listen, followers.
Beth went live and said that she was raising money to cover my grandmother's funeral expenses and everything, like cremation or whatever.
Not Beth's mom, the one that recently just passed.
Yeah, my sperm donor's mom. Well, 1, she had a life insurance policy. And 2, Beth didn't even like her. Like, they wouldn't have even known she was deceased if it wasn't for me.
She talked about Betty.
Yeah. So me and my grandmother, especially after my grandfather passed, because me and my grandfather were thick as thieves. I was his favorite. After he passed, me and my grandma became even closer. We
I'm about to say,
talked.
but y'all was super close already because
Yeah, literally, I was with her almost every weekend growing up. So every day or like every other day, we'd either talk on the phone or she would text me. And she had plans to get Jameson and take him Christmas shopping with our other aunt. And this was on a Friday. She had plans on a Friday. I heard from her on a Sunday because she commented on my Facebook post. Monday, I texted her because that's just what we did. Well, then Tuesday, I didn't hear anything from her and she didn't respond to me. And I told Jay, I said, this is weird. Like, I know it's only been like 12 hours, but usually when she's watching her programs at night, she texts me or whatever. And so then the next day, because we found Grandma on a Thursday or on a Wednesday? Did you have to go back to work the next day? Yeah, so let's say on a Wednesday. Well, then I FaceTime Chris and Beth, and I said, something's not right. Grandma's not answering me. I've called her. I've texted her. It's not like her to ignore me. Chris is the one who said, you're overreacting. Like, she's fine. She's probably just busy, whatever. And I said, no, you don't understand. Like, we talk all the time. She would respond to me. Well, then I demanded for a will check to be had because I was like, something's not right. I'm telling you, you're going to find her deceased. Sure enough, she had been there since the night before, early morning before. I can't talk. And then Beth is going to go on a birthday dinner last month to celebrate a woman she didn't even like. Be for real. She told everyone she was avoiding you. Chris said that they didn't know how they were going to pay for the funeral. Y'all, she had a life insurance policy. $5,000.
Bailey even texted her mama. I read that text.
I even texted her. I said,
why did you do? Go ahead.
Yep, I said, why are you on live talking about raising money when Grandma has a life insurance policy? And she said, I wish people would stay out of my business. That's not what I said. This, there, that, and the third. I said, I'm not trying to get in your business. I'm just saying, did they actually see her 2 days before? See who? Grandma? No.
She passed 2 days before. That morning.
She was in North Carolina up until the Sunday because it was shortly after Thanksgiving. She went up to North Carolina and then she came back down. No, they didn't see her. Bailey, do other relatives still support her since you have come out? This is all so sad. Saw her 2 days before she passed. No, I don't think so. Because Grandma worked on Tuesdays, so that would only leave Monday. And I'm almost positive that, they saw her getting gas at a gas station. No, I don't think so.
They wouldn't have drove out there.
No.
She did not live near them.
No. So as far as other relatives,
They did see her getting gas at a gas station.
but that
one time
wasn't.
with Jameson.
Yeah, but that wasn't right before she died.
Well, it was like a month or two.
Yeah, that was a month because that was whenever I told Beth that she wasn't allowed to see the kids the first time. So that would have been like October. Anyway, so other relatives still support. I don't have contact with any of my siblings except for two of them. One of them that I'm in contact with now is just now more recent. As far as other family members, I don't speak to anybody in my family. Literally. And restraining orders against siblings then too. What? But I don't. I saw the text. What text? What text are we talking about?
We're talking about the text that you.
It's Piper Bailey's.
About the life insurance policy.
Piper's my oldest.
That's what they're talking about. The text that you sent to Beth about the life insurance policy.
Oh, yeah. Because I was like, why are you going live and trying to get money for a woman that you didn't even like or respect? They were trying to. Oh, yeah. So that's Chris's sister, Terry. She was stealing jewelry and stuff out of I was the one who called the cops on Terry. She was stealing my grandma's things out of the house. She stole my granddad's wedding ring, stole his class ring, everything else. Do they still see their grandkids? No, Renee. They ain't seeing my kids. she was stealing stuff, so I called the law, and I was like, look, if it goes through probate and she gets whatever, that's fine, but she's out here just stealing stuff. Absolutely not. And so Fairfield County removed her, but then, like, shortly after that, they said that because the house itself is in probate, that they can't trespass her. And so I don't know if she's been back since then, but it embarrassed her enough to where she'll not come around anymore. What, Piper? But yeah, the kids don't see her. Pause, please. I'm on the phone, people. What do you need? Bougie. What do you need? Boujipanda? Yes, Boujipanda. Boujipanda.
What's little Piper?
Oh. She says, love you, Boujipanda.
I love you too, Piper.
Does she still have her dog? No, she got rid of it. She can't take care of her kids, much less a dog.
We don't know where the dog's at.
Yeah, she lied and told my two brothers that the dog ran away, but
Two different stories.
yeah,
though.
she gave like two different stories. How old is Piper now? She's 5. Yeah, she loves Bougie. Is she mean to Jess? Well, she broke her wrist, so what does that tell y'all? She has y'all so fooled. So fooled. The whole like sweet sister like bonding thing that she does on live, it's so fake. We have all witnessed how she treats her in real life. I love seeing her and Bailey both on live. How's Breeze, baby? I don't know. I don't have contact with her. You could ask Beth, though. She probably knows. Poor Jess. Yeah. She won't get... I've asked her that, too. I said, if you're, like, this stressed out from taking care of somebody who literally sits in the same spot on a sofa all day long, why are you not willing to put her in anything? Like, she gets the proper insurance. She qualifies. And she won't. Because she's under their thumb. And she gets free childcare with Beth and Chris. So, of course, she's not going to say or do anything to piss them off. And I'm not living that way. Because I don't need help with people watching my kids. Can't something be done to get her out of the house? I don't think Jess is in danger. That's just my opinion. Do I think that
She's definitely verbally abused.
Even Jay tells you, like, she's definitely verbally abused. But she's not physically, well, honestly, besides that incident, it's really just Beth criticizing her and being mean to her. Yeah, and Chris. Chris is the worst about it.
Yeah, she used to tell me about that.
Chris will, like, she'll be talking and, like, he will straight up talk to her like she's dumb. But then, like, it says she loves you while talking crap about you in a text. Oh, yeah. He made fun of her for wanting to check the mail. When she has her mind on something, whether it's checking the mail or getting a pair of pants or a birthday card, she literally will go, like, she does induce seizures because she stresses about it. And, like, she can't remember that she can't remember that there's a plan in place for her to do so. So then she's constantly having that question of, can I do this? Can I do that? Like, am I going to get to do this? Like, she stresses until she has a seizure. Jess is epileptic and has a inoperable tumor that causes seizures. She's had seizures literally all my life. Bought a diamond art from Jess and never received it. You can thank Beth for that. Wow, Chris acts like a huge Christian man. Yeah, no. But he told me after I came forward and we were trying to make amends, I saw him in the Sam's Club parking lot And for 2 hours, he lectured me on how I quote unquote needed to let the past go. And the past in question was my sexual assault. Bought a painting from Brie and never got it. Sounds about right. To hear how Chris is crazy. Yep.
Chris talked to you like you stupid. Me and him
Yeah.
got into it there at the end because I was just like, you are so condescending.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to me like I'm a fucking 3-year-old. I'm not a 3-year-old. Talk to me like a normal fucking human being.
Yep.
Like, that's the shit that annoys me. He talks to everyone like you're a fucking kid.
He literally, like, the thing that makes me sad is Beth keeps so much stuff from him, but even if he knows about it and he knew about it, like, he's gonna defend her. He's not gonna do it. Like, whenever I was in the live, I sent you the text. I was in the live probably about a few weeks ago. He was like, you've chosen your family now, like this, that, and the third. And I'm like, what about the stuff that your wife said? What about the stuff your wife said about her grandkids?
That's
He can
my
have
wife.
the
I
proof.
stick by
Yeah.
her.
He can have the proof literally in his face about
That's
Beth.
the thing. Beth saying nonstop about, like, you either choose me or the kid.
Oh, yeah.
When, like, that's
Yep.
fucked up.
Yep, she would say that about my brother, like the night that she shoved his face through a glass window. She told him it's either him or me. And be besties with Chauvin. Yeah, she went live with Chauvin after Chauvin talked about my kids on live for weeks. And then whenever I confronted Beth about it, she told me that it had nothing to do with me. I said, no, it absolutely did, sister. Absolutely did. Were any of her anxiety attacks real? I've seen her. So whenever I was old enough to drive, she did not leave the house up until after we got married? After we got married. Me and Jay got married in 2022. She did not leave the house. Like, she would not go anywhere. And either me or Chris would go run all of her errands for her. Well, like, all these tugging at the ear, like, anxiety, like, whatever she does, y'all, be so for real. There for show. Does he know about the women? You talking about Mel? Why did she... Mo? Not Mel. I'm sorry, Mel. I meant Mo. Said her first driving experience was to the second meet and greet. No, that's not true, because she would, like, drive to the end of the road and stuff. Like, she had been in a car. Why did she put your bro through the glass? I can't remember what he said happened. Yeah, the fact she uplifted SMC after all. Yeah, she tried to tell me it had nothing to do with me. I said, this psychopath literally went on live and taught, and then to come to find out, Beth gave her, like, pretty much told her where we go to church, like, what location we're in. A psycho. Like, why would you do that? She said first trip was Walmart. Her first trip, y'all, she'd be lying so much.
Oh my god.
When she would put epoxy and cry and making a huge deal, I thought, oh my god, fake. Y'all, she is a good actress. I give it to her. She is a good actress. And I've even said that to her. I said, you can go on live and you can talk about your assault as a child and all this other stuff and tug on your ear and cry, whatever. But when your children come to you and tell you that we've been sexually assaulted, then we're making it up. Make it make sense.
But she tells her story.
Oh, yeah. She can tell her story.
And that's what I literally wrote her before I got the cease and desist, because I had found out what fully happened with Bailey. And so I reached out to her and wrote her a big ass thing, basically telling her that she was a piece of shit mom, and I can't believe she would do anything, like, why she wouldn't protect her children or anything like that. And the only thing I
color
got...
pink is triggering for her? Why? I've never heard that. Y'all, I was her kid for 25 years and I've never heard that.
Mm-mm.
She just makes shit up to give y'all something to talk about.
The color pink.
I can't believe she lied about being a nurse. So she
was not a nurse.
No, she's not a nurse. She never went to nursing school.
No.
So my entire life, I've only known her to have one job, and that was when she worked at the psych ward when we lived in Wilmington or Sneed's Ferry. She worked there for like 3 months and then got hit by a patient, and Chris made her quit. But y'all,
Yeah, she's not a nurse. Maybe she's a medical assistant or a CNA.
she went to Midlands for 2 years and got a degree because we went to her graduation. And I was like in 5th or 6th grade. She was not an RN. She never, where did she meet Jen though? It was no, Jen was our pediatric nurse. Jen literally used to give me a cup to pee in.
for physicals.
Wasn't she an accountant too from 2 years? Yeah, so that's another lie she said. So, and I even talked about this with my brother the other day. I said she went on
Wasn't an
live.
accountant?
She told them that she worked there 8 years ago or something. Y'all, she has not had a job.
8 years ago.
Yeah, I'm 25. I've known her to have one singular job, and that was at the psych hospital.
I've been friends with her. Well, I was friends with her for 14 years, and that's the only job she ever had was the psych ward place.
Yeah, but she never went to nursing school. Accounting firm as a manager. The last job that I know she had was when she worked at a place in Winsboro, like at a motel or whatever, and the guy got caught for embezzlement or something. She told me a story. She was probably making it up too. She worked 2 doors down from the storefront. Y'all, she just lies. She lies.
She just fucking lie.
She lies so much. Like surgical tech. No. She said
she was a surgical tech.
Oh, y'all have to understand how much schooling, like, you don't get those positions with 2 years of school. She said she was a respiratory
therapist.
Y'all,
she is so bad.
y'all have to stop being so gullible.
Whoa.
She acted like she was a nurse for years. Y'all, she literally, never mind.
That was, literally like a couple months.
What nurse do you know just gives out pills to people? Like, be for real. Be for real. She is quick to offer somebody an Ativan.
Oh my God.
Literally. She did not work no place 8 years ago. Seriously, years ago, she told me she was a surgical technician because that's the job that I did. Crystal, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this.
Burger King. She went to Burger King.
She said she was a L&D nurse. No. Y'all.
Labor and delivery. She worked at Burger King, Blimpies.
Oh my God.
The psych ward for 2 months, 4 months. I don't know any other job besides Burger King, Blimpies, and
I know she worked with, because he's passed away now, but I got to meet him. His name was Scott. She worked with him. I can't remember what they did. Like, he had some, like, office or whatever. She acted like she was a nurse on that psych ward for years. No, she could have been a patient, but she wasn't. She was not a nurse.
Yeah, she a Beth of all trades.
She would have been on the space shuttle. Yeah, she was on Apollo 11. Oh man. She literally went to college for 2 she went to college for 2 years because Midlands is a 2-year, you get a 2-year degree from there. Hope Diva Girl is paying attention. Yeah, Carolyn, if you're sticking by that woman now, you
Beth Armstrong.
And Bailey's gonna laugh that baby out. JB ready.
Yeah, get the bag. Get the bag ready.
No, she was never a labor and delivery nurse. Like, when the hell would have even had time? Because she had CJ at 16, then she had me when she was 20.
No, I worked. I was the pediatric medical assistant. I was the only one. It was me and 2 doctors and a girl up front.
Yeah. Jen literally That was my childhood, Jen telling me to pee in a cup.
It was.
Oh man, that's crazy.
And unless you know the story, when Bailey says that, I have to always correct and say I was literally the medical assistant at the pediatric office. I didn't just walk up to Bailey and be like, "Hey, will you pee in a cup?"
No, she wanted to collect samples.
Yeah.
Y'all, SC has an online lookup.
Oh
You can
yeah, I
see she
gave
never had a
vaccines,
nursing
boy. I
license.
sure did get shots. Cool.
Yeah. Jen's the reason all my shots are up to date. What happened between Wendy and Beth? Well, if you haven't noticed, Beth tries to copy literally everything Wendy does, right down to the haircut. I don't honestly know. Like, I think Wendy
don't know
just
what-
kind of. I think Wendy got tired of the lies. Like, every friend she's ever had eventually catches on to the lies. Every single friend. Like, even friends that she had 10 years ago, aside from Jen, have messaged me and been like, I can't believe, like, this went on for this long. And I'm like, you're telling me, friend. She tries to get in everyone's pants, too. Yeah, me and my brother don't even know that Chris is our real dad. So, there's that lore for you. Notice the haircut.
because the picture boy.
Oh yeah, I wish I could tell them about.
Oh no! My God!
I wish. Are we talking about Beth from MV here? Yeah. Her and Misty were friends.
Which
Cole's
Misty?
Creations. I can't tell.
Bailey tell us no, that's not our.
I can't tell you stuff. I wish I could because you would laugh, but I can't.
Oh, Go Glitter. They were friends for a minute. Then they weren't.
So I know a little bit about that. She stopped being friends with her because what's her name? Who owns Go Glitter? I've met her before. She was really nice.
Yeah.
Beth was talking about her.
She said some things. What is it?
She was nice to me. She was nice to me, but she caught Beth talking bad about her. Have you had your baby yet? Not yet. I wish.
Soon. She lied to us and told us it was gonna be today, but
I for real. You can ask Jade. Like, I for real thought my water broke. Well, she was nice to me. I don't know what she's done to y'all. She was nice to me. I've only ever talked to her like one time.
Water can't break it.
Yeah, my water can't break yet until after Easter. After Easter, it can break.
Jackson's birthday.
And well, yeah, but Easter's after Jackson's birthday.
More importantly, Jackson's birthday.
Yeah. Are you due anytime? Just about. I'm between 3 and 4 centimeters dilated. She literally could feel John Shepard's head when she checked me today. Yeah. I said, girl, go ahead and pull them out.
in a day now.
Prepare for a holiday baby. As long as I get to eat first.
Oh right, that was
Jay requested me to make him country fried steak, so that's what I'm doing on Sunday.
right. Sometimes it's not like I've been saying. Can we just like not have holiday foods every holiday?
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Okay, can I not have turkey and ham and mac and cheese and all that? Like, just set it for one holiday and let's do like flavor.
Do you remember? Oh, it makes me laugh every time I think about it. Mary makes me laugh when I think about this too because she ate this shit up. So I went on live and I told Beth in front of all of her followers about her cooking, and I said that she doesn't season her food. And so Mary and like other mods started sending her seasonings in the mail. She would get so mad.
That shit was so funny.
She'd get so mad. She's like, they won't stop sending me seasonings. And I'm like, you need them. You need them. What happened with Cole?
Lie. She lied about Go Glitter, saying that Go Glitter didn't pay for the glitter line that she named after Jess. And Go Glitter did send me all the receipts. We showed it on the lab, so that was another reason why Go Glitter like bounced out. But she was lied on and said that she didn't pay Beth the money, and it was like $1,000 or something.
Oh, speaking of money, I've actually mentioned this to you. So one of her most loyal followers, I'm sure anybody who watches her can pinpoint it. They called me a little while ago and said that they sent Beth money for Lowe with, I don't know their business name.
Unicorn Dust Supply.
Yeah,
or something.
that person. They sent money for Lowe to Beth, like thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, one of the two. It was a lot of money. I want to say they said $5,000. I can't remember. I know I texted you about it.
Yeah, I think I
Sent Beth
remember.
money and said that they never got proof that it was sent to Lowe, and that this is not the first time that they've sent Beth money. So I told this person.
I think I got. Oh, you did you text that person?
I was on the phone with this person.
Hold on, I
Yeah,
think I
it's
got Lowe's
thousands.
number, don't
I told this person, I said, if you ask Beth and Chris for a receipt or like any proof that they sent the money to Lowe and they can provide it, then that's great. But if they can't, you know that they kept that money or Beth kept that money and she wouldn't tell Chris about it. Mrs.
I sent Lowe, so I'll see if Lowe writes me back. I ain't talked to Lowe since I called Lowe out on scamming people before, so I don't know if Lowe's gonna text me back. But
yeah, I told this person, I said because one, you never followed up to ask for proof, so I don't think that money ever got sent to Lowe. I think that Beth pocketed that money.
And we know she pocketed the money for the life insurance for the cremation and stuff. That money did not go to the aunt who paid for the cremation and stuff. Well, with the life insurance policy.
She swore that it did, but I don't trust nothing that my grandma had a $5,000 life insurance policy, and I only know that because the aunt that was stealing jewelry out of her house said, "Oh, I just remembered Mama had a $5,000 life insurance policy. I wonder if I'm going to get that." Mind you, Grandma wasn't even cold at this point. Was not even cold. Did they pocket the money they raised for Clay's friend? No, that got sent to Clay because I saw it on Venmo.
Yeah, that was a different. That was.
But even Clay, she talks about.
Oh, I know.
She told me that
Clay gay as hell.
She said that, and she told me that she thinks that Clay is having an affair with his deceased best friend's spouse. Yup. That's what she said. All the money Lowe pocketed when Paris Tumors caught on fire.
I heard about that too. I don't know the whole story. I tell people they're more than welcome to come in here and tell the whole story, but Clay was in her live the other day.
Of course he was.
Because Clay, I like Clay. I liked him. I thought he was funny. But I thought it was I still think it's a very odd friendship. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's really odd.
She has him fooled for now. She told me Clay didn't believe Bailey. Of course not. Of course not. Why would he? Because he's being literally told what. Y'all, I have the literal proof from my abuser. I have an admission of where he did it. I have an admission of where he did it to my other brother. Like, I have it. I have the proof. Is that the cop she talks to?
Have a little bit the fact that the abuser said what I did to someone else is way worse than what I did to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like what he did to her was nothing because
4 years of my childhood, y'all,
was worse.
Yep. And not
4 years of abuse, saying that you did something worse. I can only imagine what the fuck you did.
Not to mention, literally, there was a girl on our street that he did it to, and our other cousin. So I guess all of us are lying. All of us are lying, even though it's the same timeline, same type of stuff. Cop equals mandated reporter. He flip-flops back and forth between being a cop. He can't figure it out.
He had a crush on me.
Yeah, that was another thing. Beth told me that he had a crush on me. So you either have a crush on me or I'm a liar.
Someone
Which one
from
is it?
803 area code is calling me freaking left and right, bro.
Answer it. Answer it.
Let's see if they come back. Hello? Who's this? Yes, sir.
Here, so I know you and Miss Bailey aren't getting along with her, and there's a lot of things y'all are talking online about, and I texted her in the past, and all this kind of stuff has been going on for a while. Listen, this stuff needs to stop. This is going to get people in trouble. Do you understand that?
What is going to get someone in trouble? What she did? I'm just doing freedom of speech.
I understand that, but sharing certain things is not acceptable, especially about her child who's 15.
I didn't share anything about her child.
I'm her
We're talking
child.
about her child.
I shared what happened to me.
Say what?
That her child spoke about her child, but I did not speak about her child.
Okay, well, did Miss Bailey speak about her child?
I am her child. What?
I know you're one. I'm talking about her son.
Yeah,
Your brother.
Who are you referring to?
And where he works and all this
did
kind of
not
stuff.
say where he went to school, did not say where he went to work, did not give any personal information about that. That is an absolute lie.
Who are they talking about?
Logan.
No.
Okay.
Did not do that.
He's a
Absolute lie.
minor. Absolutely not.
Y'all aren't posting anything about her work or her business either.
I'm not
Yeah.
posting anything about her work or her business. Well, I posted a Facebook thing, a public message.
Yeah, what was that about?
A Facebook message that she posted.
You reposted what she
Yeah,
posted?
I reposted what she posted.
Did you say anything negative about anything?
Didn't say anything negative.
Okay. Did Bailey say anything negative on that?
Nope. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, she's calling and she's making a police report, so I'm having
That's fine. But that's fine.
I know you guys. I know you live in North Carolina and she lives in Newberry. From my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't have Beth on. I don't have Beth on Facebook, so I don't know what
You
you're talking
can.
about.
Y'all can send. I'm not giving you all that.
What?
But thank you. Is there anything else?
I'm just going to see if there's anything else you mentioned. That's one question about. Have you also anything like on TikTok or any other social media or anything like that?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Well, that doesn't make it look
Cool.
very good.
Sounds good to me. I plead the fifth.
So,
What's your name?
I'm Deputy Marsiglia.
Hold on, because I need to write that down. Sam, will you give me a pen? I might have one here, actually.
So you're telling me you guys have not been reaching out to her at all?
I have not reached out to her at all. I have not reached out to her.
So you're saying you didn't post anything negative about her family or anything on social media with her son, anything like that?
Her son, I've never said anything about her son. What is your name? Deputy what?
Marsiglia.
Can you spell that for me?
Yep, Marsiglia.
Alright.
Then I'm with Lexington County Sheriff's Department if you need that as well.
Alright, I appreciate that.
Yep. So, yeah, like I said, I'm just clarifying all this, okay?
Do you have a badge number?
No, we do not.
Okay.
That's why I want to tell you what department I'm referring to, so there's no confusion.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Let me see if there's anything else I have questions about. Well, I mean, I have other questions, but you say you don't want to share certain information with me, so that's fine. Okay. Like I said, there'll be a police report. Do you guys want the police report number so you guys have it as well?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's going to be 2600-5949.
Alright, thank you so much.
Of course, you guys have any questions for me since I have you on the phone?
I don't think so.
Okay, like I said, I'm not saying this is or isn't happening. I'm just trying to make contact with people saying my best advice, don't contact anybody.
I think it's her. Yeah, I think that she's got it out for me.
Sir, they contacted me. I have not contacted them.
Yeah, they contacted her, so I think it's just more of a he said, she said type of thing.
Yeah, no, I got you. She says she has whatever evidence of it or whatever. She's gonna send it over to me and screenshot things and all that stuff. So I'm just letting you guys know.
Sounds good.
But like I said, everything's gonna be documented. I just wanted to make contact.
Is there a number? I have a callback number. Like if I need to get the
Space report.
yeah, or is it just okay? No, I'm not gonna drive all the way. Okay, sounds good.
Haven't talked about it, okay?
I thought he was giving a number.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Well, that's all I got for you guys, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Thank you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
He said you're gonna have to drive what?
Oh, he said that if I wanted I could come down there to get it, or we could go to the Lexington.com, but we would have to pay for it because we're not the person that's doing the report.
Oh, let me guess. She's a victim. Cry me a river. It's not illegal to go on live and talk about what happened to me, so. And nobody mentioned Logan's school or job. She's full of shit.
I didn't even know Logan had a job.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know anything about that, so sorry, didn't happen. You can try to lie, but
Every officer has a badge number. Every officer.
no, I mean I have watched a lot of not every precinct does. So
Well, yeah, but Lexington County, be for real. Lexington County does.
Shared office.
This is
That's
I mean, they gave her a report number, so. Oh yeah, Melanie's a. Hold on, I'll put.
So let me put this out there as a police officer, a actual police officer. My badge number is 240 with Palm Bay Police Department in Florida, Brevard County. Go ahead and look it up. First of all, every cop has to have a badge number. They cannot.
Did we read that?
No agency doesn't have a badge number. First of all, it's required. Second of all, they can call you, but they would not take an official statement over the phone. They would
Impersonating a cop
basically,
is illegal, right?
yes, they would basically ask whatever county or jurisdiction you're in, Jen, that they would send your local cops to get a statement from you. Third, what else? You can look up those case numbers. Usually, if it's a county, they don't use case numbers like. They don't use like case numbers like 26 dash whatever. That's more of a municipality cop thing. Counties typically use 2026 and then blah 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 whatever. So yeah, no,
I'm just
he's
glad I got it on
definitely
here. That's why I put it on there so I could remember what was said.
yeah, definitely not a cop. Send me the info, Jen, when you're done with all this, and I'll do some digging and look into it. But anyways,
He called 3 times.
No.
And I answered. Oh,
yeah, no, cops absolutely have to have a badge number. I promise you, I am a cop. Jen knows I'm a cop. Jen didn't want to like me at first because I was a cop. So
She is a cop. I've seen her in her cop car in uniform.
there you go. All right, I'm getting off here.
Appreciate it.
That's all I was going to tell you is that a cop has to give you the badge number. Also, I would call, what did he say? Lexington County?
Lexington Sheriff Department and give them that information.
What was that?
that's where Nikki works, so she probably got one of her little friends to call.
What department did he say he worked for?
Lexington Sheriff.
So
Lexington County.
You should be able to call Lexington County right now and ask if that detective is working or cop is working and if he has a badge number and explain what he just did. Every cop has to identify. If you ask for a badge number, a cop has to provide you a badge number.
She's trying to say that we talked about Logan's school and job.
Beth, you a bitch.
Not one time did I say anything about that.
So here's my question. Since she's filing a police report, is he going to look into the abuse allegation charges while he's at it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Beth, can you answer that? Because we know you watching.
It's not slander if it's true.
Yeah, I think she thought that I was gonna just like bloop. Oh my god! But I was just like, wait, what?
Like, what is What is the report gonna do? Okay.
No cop is gonna call you like that
In the middle of your
and
job at 10:20.
and speak to you while you're on a live. Is this kind of like the email situation and the fake threats that she gets?
Numbers trace back to a Greenwood number, not even Lexington.
What number?
The number that just called us.
You got that number too?
Yes, I sent you a screenshot.
Is it the same or is it
Hold on.
masked?
Oh yeah, that's the number. Yeah, that's the number.
Mm-hmm. It comes back to a Greenwood number, not even Lexington County. And every Lexington, because I literally have a private investigator license. Every Lexington County officer that I've ever spoken to, it's come from a private caller, not a number like that.
Yeah, why would they
Same
give
here.
their cell number?
Do what?
Why would they give me their cell phone number?
They do that.
A cop can't tell you can't go live. A
That's
police
what everything I
report.
said,
Be for
like,
real. We didn't say
he's
anything
lying.
that one wasn't true, and we never talked to. We never gave any identification about a minor ever.
No cop is
Pay
gonna
his
call like
tuition.
that.
I mean, that's
Yeah, like what?
you can't take a report out, but that I don't even see what does that do?
I don't even think that I said where the thing is from.
You didn't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so how would that even be? He didn't even identify
His name
himself until you
was
asked.
Deputy Marsigli, Marsigli.
Sounds made up.
Busy said send her the number, she'll call.
Okay.
So obviously what you're saying is hitting let me stop. I was gonna say something that I won't. Obviously Bailey's telling the truth if she's trying to get her to shut up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, I'll probably get a cease and desist next. A cease and desist is just a scare tactic.
Will it be from ChatGPT or a real
Probably.
lawyer?
Probably. Or she'll
That's
get
crazy. I did not expect it to go this way tonight.
not us being interrogated by the police.
Like,
How's there a
wait, hold
case report
on.
number before he talked to you? Good question. Whenever I called the cops on somebody, I didn't even get a case report number until after it was documented. And I was the one who called.
Well, he told me that where I could go. He told me to go to Lexington County Sheriff's Department.
He knows you ain't going to.
So
he knows you ain't
I know,
going
because
to.
I sure wasn't, but I am now. I'm not. Well, I'm a cop now, but
Did he give his first name?
no. But I mean, that's not a common last name in South Carolina.
I can't play with y'all no more.
Heard of
You'll
that.
be in trouble.
Call that number back and see how they answer it.
No, because what if it is a cop? I'm gonna call them back.
Not her harassing a cop.
Give me that fucking number. I will fucking call.
No, I'm not gonna have people. Are you crazy?
The fuck's he gonna do? Knock on my fucking door in Florida?
Get me for doxing or some shit.
Not the doxing.
I don't know. I mean, if it is, I'm not trying to.
We didn't do anything illegal, so I don't care.
Trouble for, you know.
I do
That
not.
didn't sound like Clay.
But he's a
No,
DA
that
in
wasn't
North
Clay.
Carolina.
That wasn't Clay.
No, that 100% was not Clay.
That wasn't Clay.
Clay would have been
has
like this, and he'd been like Jenn.
Clay talks like cornbread.
Yeah, that was not Clay. He has got an accent. Clay's
Like, undeniably. He sounds like Andy Griffith. Clay's partner. I'm confused.
They were saying, could it be like someone like crazy Clay's partners or something?
Y'all, this is the same woman. Never mind. You can buy a number from wherever you want to say where you're from. Pretty much.
Maybe she's a rent-a-cop too.
Yeah, call them at 10 o'clock at night, 3 times. I mean, I guess, but I don't see why they would. Like, I mean, maybe they would because she said there was a minor involved.
Jen, they won't. You know my situation. They won't.
Of course she would say that there's a minor involved. She doesn't have anything else. He gave their website wrong. Yeah, how are you gonna give the website wrong for an agency you
a
work
real
for?
cop. They might have a hookup for maybe a Lexington at that.
Yeah, because
facility,
that's where Nikki works. Her little best friend that she talks about all the time. Nikki
so she
works
probably
at
backstabs.
Yeah, Nikki works there. Do you think the sheriff's department is going to put this? Y'all, there's this crackhead, literal crackhead. Like, I was pregnant with Jameson when this happened. I was going down the road in Lexington in a neighborhood, and there was this lady literally strung out, sitting, shooting up. And I called Lexington County to do like a well check or like check on her. And they literally told me, well, I mean, we can go check on her, but we can't control what she's going to do afterwards. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh, Melanie said, prove she a cop.
Oh.
She proud too. She proud. She look at me.
She said, add her back in.
He sounded too much that he wanted to catch you say something.
Yep. He was coaxing her.
Well, I know I didn't say nothing wrong.
Did that number leave you a message? No, they did not.
No, they just called back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
And a
They were
cop would
calling
leave
you
a message.
at the same time?
What? First of all, I was proud, okay? I got a MAD award that year. First of all.
Oh, congrats.
So, there's that. No, like I said, first of all, they have to have badge numbers. Second of all, they could call you.
Me. They called me twice, but I don't know if it was at the same time as Jen or maybe like a few minutes apart. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, so it didn't answer.
Like I said, they could call you because, I mean, obviously cops work 24/7, but they could call you, but that would be a case number. So you have two things. Whenever you call in, regardless of whatever.
Did they say anything? Busy?
Yeah, that's true, Mom of Oliver. Our police phone number gets spoofed all the time.
This is definitely a cell phone number.
Yeah. But no, so they could call at this hour, but they're not. Like I said, if he was going to get an actual statement, then he would send your local cops there. Second of all,
it was not an officer who answered.
Yeah. Second of all, whenever you call into a law enforcement to dispatch even if it's to ask a question, we have to generate what's called a call for service. And that number is completely different than a case report number, which the case report number is what he just gave you.
Wait, Jennifer Angry said it's not a. Did someone call? Should we?
Hi, Bob. So, yeah, no, legit, like that. There's no way that was a real cop.
It was a scare tactic.
Yeah, even if like that name is actually a cop in Lexington County, then they probably got it off Facebook or some stupid shit.
She knows people who works at Lexington County. She could pull a name out of her ass.
To impersonate a cop? Yeah.
Yes, it's illegal.
That's a felony. Those are felony charges.
Where you been, friend? He said he was a deputy. I honestly don't know. I wasn't listening, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he said he was a deputy with the Lexington Sheriff's Office.
The name is an actual cop. That's the problem. But regardless, we didn't say anything illegal. That's my entire point. So,
well, that too. I mean,
I did not disclose anything about a minor.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I mean, I wasn't listening either. So what? He said you disclosed stuff.
He said that we gave his school info and his job. Not a single time did we mention his job or the name of his school.
No.
And he's graduated, so it doesn't matter anyways.
Not necessarily, Alyssa. They could have Most of the time it starts on the road as a deputy and then detectives get
They can
involved.
call me. I'd be happy to disclose all the abuse.
But, and again, I would spoof my number because I ain't letting no crazies think that they can have my number. So we always block our number.
Yeah, any cop that I've ever talked to, literally ever, always calls me from a private number.
Yeah.
They did
But yeah,
exactly
you could
that.
also do that, like Sky Ray said. You could always call and give that case report number and ask them if,
I'm going to call you next
and
time.
verify that.
They did exactly what they did to get you to stop talking and change the subject. No,
Yeah.
this just shows you don't go to those lengths when you're innocent. If you don't have anything to hide, you don't go to those lengths. So are they
Could I
gonna?
just call and ask if there's a deputy Marsigley that works there?
Yes.
Yeah, call it back and ask them questions.
No,
I'm not gonna call him.
call the actual dispatch center for Lexington County.
You have reached the Lexington County Sheriff's Department.
Ask them if that deputy is on duty.
And dial 911. Please listen carefully. Our menu has changed. Select from one of the following choices. To report an incident or to have a deputy respond.
Yeah, and give them the case number. Ask them if that's a legit case number.
For visitation information, press 2. For the booking desk, press 3. For civil process, press 4. For warrant service, press 5. To obtain a copy of a report, press 6. For traffic court, press 7. For the Sheriff's Department Employment Recruiter, press 8. To hear all options again, press 9.
That was 6. I don't remember what it said.
Thank you for calling the Lexington County Sheriff's Department Records Division. If this is an emergency, please hang
They're
up.
gonna be closed. You want to talk to dispatch.
Offices are open Monday through Friday, 8
Yeah.
a.m. until 5
Hang
a.m.
up and then dial again and it should be the non-emergency.
Which one do I just hit 1?
What? I didn't listen to what one was.
There wasn't really a non-emergency number.
Duty, call it again and I'll actually listen this time.
You have reached the Lexington County Sheriff's Department. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Please listen carefully. Our menu has changed. Select from one of the following choices. To report an incident or to have a deputy respond to your location, press 1 for communications.
Hit 1.
For visitation information, press 2. For the Lexington County Communications.
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling. I had somebody who just called me from a cell phone number and told me that they were a deputy, and I just wanted to be sure. Is there a deputy Marsigley that's with the Lexington Sheriff's Department? He spelled it Marsigli.
They have badge numbers.
Okay, so we spell that one more time just to make sure I'm looking at that correct.
Marsigli.
Okay, I do see an officer with that name.
Okay, so you do have a deputy with that name. I just wanted to be sure that
Do
it
you
was
have badge numbers?
And do y'all have badge numbers or y'all don't have badge numbers?
He can give you his badge number.
Okay.
You ask for it.
I asked for it and he told me that y'all didn't have badge numbers, but he gave me a report number, but he told me that he didn't have a badge number. Would they tell me that?
I'm not for sure what they would tell you. I just know that we do have that officer on duty.
He is on duty. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's what I want to know. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What was your name?
You're welcome. Ariel.
Ariel. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye. bye. So he is on duty right now.
Yeah, but I mean, I would call
He
Why no
tomorrow.
badge
he
number,
does
though?
have a badge number, so I'm gonna file a complaint.
Yeah, I would send me that info and I'll call over there tomorrow.
All right, I appreciate it.
I will
As
call that number back and tell him you called the department and they said that he will give you the badge number, and tell him you want his badge number. If he's going to call you asking you questions, you want a badge number.
Hey, is this Deputy Marsigli?
Yes.
Hey, yes, sir. I was calling in because I called to make sure that you were a real deputy, just because it's kind of random that you called me from
Yeah,
that.
no, I get that.
But they did say that you do have a badge number, and that if I called you, that you would give me your badge number.
Who said that?
Ariel with dispatch.
I don't know what I said. We don't have badge numbers. We have these e-member things, but I use them for passwords, so I'm not going to share that number.
Then
so I don't know why. That might be confusion on their end, so I apologize. But I'm not going to share that just because I use that stuff for passwords.
Okay, I appreciate that. I just wanted to be sure, because then I was like, well, he told me he didn't have a badge number, and I kind of feel like this is a retaliation thing with her. So I'm also going to file a report, but I just wanted to make sure that this was real before I did anything.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand that.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
No problem. You have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Bye. Okay. Well, I'll file a report back because I think this is retaliation and
It is.
crazy.
If it's real.
I've never heard of police not having a badge number. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's still sketch.
Yeah.
So does he have a
Weird.
does he have a vehicle number? What's the vehicle number?
They're not going to give that, Mary. You're not going to use your badge number as your password. Our passwords have to be complex because it's federal guidelines.
Busy said
I
that
can't
doesn't
even
sound like
use.
who she spoke to.
Yeah, I can't even use 1 down and then 2 down and then shift 1 down, 2 down as my password. So, like I said, I'll do some digging tomorrow on that case number and all that. I actually
You
know.
don't give the badge number. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's not true. And the E number is way different than what your badge number is. So
I'll file a report. I just wanted to make sure that it was real. I wanted everything kind of recorded. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know about South Carolina, but I know Florida that if you are asked for your badge number, you have to provide it. So
yeah, that's kind of odd. I don't know. And it seemed really nice that time. He's like, "Oh yeah, I understand. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see."
So I just
and she muted herself.
Oops, my bad. I just Googled, does Lexington County Police Department have badge numbers? And it says, yes, they do.
Yeah.
And also,
he said this Jennifer.
If that's his work phone, because when we were provided work phones, I wouldn't block numbers on that just because I didn't have to. But anytime I answered the phone, I'd be like, Officer so-and-so. You have to identify yourself.
Did he identify? I can't remember when you first answered.
He did. And that's why I asked him again, because I wasn't paying attention to his name. I just heard deputy and I was like, huh? You really cop?
Okay, well, Deputy, if you are watching, I have a question for you. What are you going to do about the abuse that Beth and Chris did to their kids?
Yep.
And if I'm wrong, Beth, sue me.
Literally, me and Ethan were just talking the other day. If she tried to take us to court, she would be incriminating herself.
She won't do it.
We would both have to be on the stand, and neither one of us are going to lie, especially not under oath. She would literally be incriminating herself. So her little scare tactic of calling Lexington County, call them again. Call them again.
Yeah, that's all. I'll deal with it later for sure.
Does he have a relationship? Yeah, he makes his own choices and decisions. And I love him. He's my brother. I want the best for him. And I can't ask him to handle things the way that I'm handling them. But as far as talking about a minor, girl, bye. I didn't say anything about a minor. Don't they use private numbers? Every Lexington cop I've ever talked to used a private number.
Yeah, I mean they would if they're using their own cell phone, then they would block the number out. But sometimes departments also give like work cell phones, in which we don't have to because it's
I
not our
know that
personal.
Lexington County has work cell phones,
Yeah.
but even only one you spoke about was your own. Yeah, the only minor children I spoke about was my own minor child, and I'm allowed to do that because I pushed her out. So
yeah, and I agree with Ace Mom. You know, just because he is on duty and he is a cop there, that name or at least doesn't mean that that's who actually called you.
she just wants us to be quiet, and I'm not. I didn't say anything illegal.
And I will put this out there: if Beth wants to fuck around and find out, she can, because one thing you don't fuck with is law enforcement, and it's a very small world, law enforcement. Knowing I'm on here, I don't know why she's pulling this bullshit.
Bailey, how's your pregnancy? I've not been on in a while. I want to be in labor so bad. Like, I'm so done. So hopefully any day now. What was being discussed before he called and stopped the combo? Damn, I don't even remember. What were we talking about? Do you remember? No.
Jen, don't stress it.
Oh, I'm not I'm just like
Mad.
yeah,
like
really, bro?
But this is the same woman who called CPS on Mary, like, how many times?
She tried to get me for advice on CPS for Mary.
After having her own house of horrors, she tried to get me. At least I don't abuse my kid.
Jess Day program. Jess is an adult. Her jobs. Oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah, no, when she said that she worked wherever 8 years ago, y'all, she just opened the business 8 years ago. Like the business she has now, and it didn't even start off as cups. She was making like stuff with essential oils and stuff. And then she started making cups. Don't look into her nursing license. Yeah, she's probably gonna go live tomorrow and say that everything me and Jen said was a lie and everything else is a lie and whatever else.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna get off here shortly because I know they're probably reporting the hell out of it right now, and I want to make sure that the lab is saved.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go watch the Jeopardy that I recorded.
Dude, Bailey, I watch Jeopardy every night.
Me and Jay watch it literally every night. Every night. How did he get your number? Because if she reported us, she gave it to him.
Yeah, she would have gave him our numbers.
He tried to call me twice, so I didn't get it.
There's no way.
She paused. She over here stressing. Not about.
You're
not
welcome.
About
Thank
that.
you, Gina.
She was like, "Is the live gonna get?" So
I would end.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm gonna go ahead and
now.
end, and I'm done for tonight anyway because I'm tired. It's almost 11 o'clock, but I'll probably see y'all tomorrow night.
Peace out.
All right, y'all have a good night. Enjoy it, and stay safe out there.
Bye.
Bye.